Thank you for joining us today, Emily.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about your organization and the unique way that you all approach pro-life digital activism.
Yeah, so my husband and I founded Let Them Live, and we became a nonprofit in 2019. And essentially, I mean, I've always wanted to start a pro-life nonprofit, but I didn't know quite where we would fit in or what we would do. We wanted to find something that would be totally different than what's already being done. So one night, late at night, Nathan, my husband, was on a Facebook pro-life group, found a girl that was saying, hey, my cousin has an abortion scheduled. Does anybody have any advice? Nathan reached out to her, and it turned out that she was having the abortion because of financial reasons. And right then and there, Nathan and I actually emptied our bank account, paid her bills, and she canceled her abortion and she chose life.
That is amazing.
It was crazy. It was all the money that we had in our bank account.
Wow.
So it was a big thing for us. We had just been married, not a lot going on. We quit our jobs. Once we realized that, there are women out there that are having abortions because of financial reasons. We knew that was an area that we could totally tap into in the pro-life movement, and that people would want to donate to that. So we found that 73% of women have abortions because of financial reasons.
Wow.
And they need help, and they need a lot of help. And so that's how Let Them Live got started. And that's how we've been able to grow. We've been helping I think we're helping 125 moms right now. I mean, it's a big, big thing. And with digital activism, in general, this digital age is amazing because your reach is so far and so wide. So we're based in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but we were actually just in California visiting and filming a documentary with one of our moms. So we're helping women that are across the country. We're also helping women internationally. We're reaching donors more than we ever have been able to before. It used to be a very heavy direct mail, reaching people, right, slower communication, but now you can post something on Facebook, people instantly see it, can raise more money that way, reach more people, connect with more pregnancy centers. I mean, it's pretty intense, but it's amazing.
That is so neat. So it sounds like your organization has a really specific, unique angle to it in that it really focuses on the financial aspect. It does seem like that every time you have a conversation with a Democrat about the repeal of the Hyde Amendment, the excuse is always about how women need to get abortions to get out of poverty. It sounds like your organization is sending the opposite message to women, that women don't need to kill their children to get out of poverty. Rather, they might just need love and support. Is that the goal of your organization?
100%. I mean, 100% of, the 73% of women that are having abortions, 100% of those are preventable. And, Democrats will say, well, she's in poverty. I mean, you hear it all the time from pro-abortion activists. You hear it all the time from Planned Parenthood. Hey, we serve, impoverished women. We serve underprivileged women by, giving them abortions. But we're on the flip side saying, okay, well, poverty and financial circumstances are so temporary, but abortion is so permanent. So why don't we help her out of the situation that she's in, help her get a better job, work on her resume, connect her with resources, pay her bills, develop a financial plan, and help take away the one thing that's causing her to, go for an abortion. It's such a common thing, abort because you don't have, the financial stability, but we're trying to change that and say, hey, if you know someone who's having an abortion because of financial reasons, there's another way. Abortion isn't the only option here.
Oh, I love that. That's a really neat angle that you're coming at it from. And I know that I'm inspired, and our viewers, who are comprised of a lot of digital activists who want to share about pro-life content on social media, are probably thinking the same thing. And I'm sure our digital activist audience is also thinking, how can we use our social platforms, our digital media assets to ensure that no woman is choosing abortion because she doesn't think she can afford another child?
Yeah, I mean, it's so important because I think there's so much power in using big social media platforms. I know there's a whole thing right now with a lot of people trying to leave social media. In fact, Instagram for us is one of our biggest platforms. We have so many women reaching out to us on Instagram and Facebook. We have a lot of women that reach out to us because they saw somebody shared our content. There's so much power in clicking share or commenting or just being present. You can reach everybody. Like I said before, digital is amazing because you can reach people that we would never have been able to reach before.
Absolutely.
And we're saving lives that way. And it blows my mind, really. So it's so important to like, share, comment, do all of those things. Keep pro-life organizations like Let Them Live alive on social media, because that's like our bread and butter. That's where we get our supporters, and that's where we find a lot of women, and a lot of women come to us that way. So it's very, very important.
Definitely. Well, Emily, thank you so much for sharing with us. How can people go about connecting with you and your organization? I know you mentioned Instagram is a big avenue. Where else can we find you?
Yeah, Facebook. You could just type in Let Them Live. This is our logo. You can see it here. Let Them Live. We're also on Twitter. You can always email us. It's info@letthemlive.org. You could go to our website if you feel like you want to donate or even learn more about us. It's letthemlive.org. We are currently helping a ton of moms. I think we just finished a fundraiser, or we're still working on a fundraiser for Mom X. And we're saving babies all the time. So any support, love, is totally appreciated. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Emily. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.